I need to ask you this question, right? Last night, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he didn't lead the way for the Thunder. 35 minutes, 18 points. He only went to the foul line 3 times. Didn't we say yesterday on the show over under 10 times to the foul line?
It was 9.5.
He only went 3 times yesterday. He had 6 assists. He had 3 rebounds. He had 7 turnovers. Mm-hmm. So that's not like SGA. Now, he is likely to win the MVP for the second year in a row. And we just got done. We just spent 10 minutes talking about how great the Thunder are. As I watched the game last night, and I've talked about it, and I've been very vocal here on this show, talking about how much it annoys me, the amount of time SGA spends laying on the court, flopping around. It's all he does.
Like a fish out of water.
Free throw merchant, flop merchant. All he does, he's a flopopotamus. It's what we talked about yesterday. Now, watching the game last night, and then you see, I need to ask this question, and you can join us at 310-840-4910. Is this perception versus reality? Is this real versus social media stuff? Like, what am I seeing here? Am I the only one? Because last night on the timelines, if you were on social media during the games, it felt as if the only thing people were talking about during the game, Thunder Lakers, was the flopping of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who in theory is the best player in the NBA, right? Because he's likely to win a second MVP. This conversation isn't about ranking the players in the league. I'm just saying, if you're the guy that's going to win an MVP back-to-back years and you're likely to win the NBA title in back-to-back years, you're kind of the best player in the league. So the face and the best player of the league is just flailing about in this game last night. Is it real? Like, am I seeing the same thing everyone else is seeing? Or is it just like some social media chatter that if you're just really into NBA, social media, Twitter, and that stuff, that's where it lives? Like, people who are watching the games don't actually consider that he's just flopping about. He's just trying to draw fouls and just falling on the ground constantly. And it's just something I have to deal with and something I'm specifically annoyed with. It reminds me of when I was younger, watching the NBA in the early 2000s. Shaquille O'Neal was better than everyone else. There was nothing other teams could do to stop the force that was Shaquille O'Neal. And as a young NBA fan, it bothered me so much that all would take place would be he would just body people out of the way. And, defenders could never get called for anything other than a foul because Shaq was just creating space when he turned around. Like in some of those situations, you're like, come on, that's an offensive foul. No, it's not. It's Shaq just turning. Like, no one could stop him. As a young basketball fan, it really annoyed me. I hated watching that. Now, I loved watching Kobe and the other aspects of the Lakers, but when Shaq was in his prime, just pushing people around on the block, I didn't enjoy that as a sports fan. And I kind of feel like, I wonder if I'm alone in this with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that maybe I should just grow to appreciate how good of a player he is. I don't know. What is it? Is it perception versus reality? Is it real versus social media stuff? Do other people see the flopping and how annoying it is to watch a game when Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is playing?
I think that it's a little bit of both. I think that if you look at the box score from yesterday and you watch the game yesterday, you said it. How many turnovers did he have?
7.
Okay. Yesterday was not a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander game. Yesterday was a game where he clearly knew, and the Thunder clearly knew, that they didn't have to play their best basketball to win that game. And they didn't have to do all of the stuff that they have to do to win basketball games. And I'm not saying that that's the only way that they win basketball games. They're the best team in the NBA. They're about to win back-to-back championships if they do that. And he's about to become, one of the few to win back-to-back MVPs. And you don't do that just by flopping. And so I think that when it comes to crunch time in games and he has to do certain things, he does them. And we zero in on those things. It's like when we zero in on athletes in, quote, contract years. And it's like, oh, look at him performing better in a contract year. It's like, well, he's not. Is he trying harder? Like, do players, it's like clutch players, right? Too. Are they trying harder in the clutch? Like, is someone trying harder to hit a home run here? Are they trying to get on base harder? Or are they just trying to hit a home run every single time?
Yeah, right.
It's like, no, they're just trying to hit a home run every single time. Like, that's just what they do. Like, clutch is just, sometimes it's a thing, sometimes it's not. It depends on the sport. It depends on the athlete, right? So I think that both things can be true. Did he do a lot of flopping yesterday? No. Did he need to? No. Now,
Did he do a lot of flopping yesterday? Yeah, he did. There were cut-ups online of the first half of every time he fell to the floor because he was trying to draw fouls.
The first half. But after the game got out of hand.
Well, okay, but at the very end, they didn't need him to. But that's what I'm talking about.
You see it a lot
why is he driving
against
down
the Spurs? Probably.
Why are you driving down the court and instead of trying to make a basket, you're trying to run your body into someone and then flail back out of the way? That's not basketball.
Because that's how he gets
all he does is try and manipulate the referees. He's not playing basketball.
That's how he gets free throws. That's how he gets to the line. That's how he gets points.
Usually, yes.
Okay.
Well, that's why I'm saying, like, that's where it needs to stop. The officials need to stop rewarding him for falling on the ground.
And that's what needs to happen. He's not going to stop doing it until the officials stop calling it. And he's not going to stop.
I think it's a problem.
It is.
Like, it's obviously a problem with the league. And it's an issue because it ruins what you're watching. So I wonder if people are as annoyed with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as I am. You can call or text the show 310-840-4910. We'll continue talking about that as we go here on Bleck and Abdalla on Westwood One Sports and the Westwood One Sports app.